How's it going, everybody? This is Novakast back with another video talking about episode 2 of season 3 of The Boys. And I gotta say, this one is a little less cringy as the other one, but there is a lot of stuff to unpack with this episode. I guess starting off after the incident that Huey witnessed, and I'm gonna try to go through like different plot lines to kind of and basically go through one thing after another. It won't be kind of like in order, but to an extent. Anyways, so Huey, after seeing what happened with Vicky or Nadia, he proceeds to do an investigation. And although Starlight tells him to, kind of hold off till she's able to help, he doesn't, and proceeds to find information on this place called Red River, which was a orphanage for superhero children. And after doing a bit of sleuthing, he's able to uncover the information about Nadia, as well as her being adopted or kind of brought in by Edgar from Vought. So there's that. And at this point, and as he's going through this, he is sort of kind of contemplating his worth, so to speak. Kind of feeling hopeless or useless to a degree. And it doesn't help too, moments like him accidentally smashing a glass jar in his hand and hurting himself kind of takes part in reassuring his thoughts. So all in all, when it comes down to Huey, he is going through it, and unfortunately down the line kind of reassures Butcher's feelings about certain things, but we'll get to that in a second. Eminem, or Mother's Milk as he's called, I think the entire time I've called him MM, or Eminem I should say. This individual, or the character, is, after being approached by Butcher, starts having I don't know if I can call it a panic attack, or more so starts getting really emotional because it is brought to his attention that Butcher is going after the Soldier Boy, and he's slowly kind of going through all of his evidence and kind of getting back into that mindset where this particular individual has caused him a lot of pain. And sure enough, after an episode, he takes his daughter back after a visitation to her mother, and basically his ex-wife tells him, just deal with this issue so you can feel better about yourself, or feel that way you can finally kind of just put this aside and live your life. So there's that. And to an extent, it's done in a tasteful way. We have Butcher, who is slowly but surely, as he's going through his investigation, he does his best to, try to continue doing what he's been doing, but slowly starts to think that he may have to do things differently. And his thoughts are kind of reassured, which I hate that it was kind of back to back, where earlier in the episode, he is told by the kid that we saw in the first show, or first season, I believe his name was Ryan, that Ryan sent him a video, and at first he's like, I'll watch it later, but doesn't watch it immediately. And later in the episode, close to the end, we have him watching the video, and it reminds him of his ex-wife. And sure enough, when he gets a Butcher calls Huey and tells Huey that he was right. Though again, that is kind of short-lived when Huey tells Butcher that Vicky is Nadia and Nadia is the head popper, as they coined her. And throughout a couple times in the episode, he's going after this this one superhero called Gunpowder. First attempt doesn't go so well. Second attempt, he takes a V24 and beats the ever-living shit out of him. And it ends with basically Butcher lasering the guy's face in half, as well as his car. And it's interesting with the powers, because to an extent, besides his invulnerability and strength, it shows that, I mean, he can still get hurt. I guess there's some like brutal side effects to the initial powers. Like he when he uses laser eyes, apparently you can hear like sizzling, so it's like it's causing some kind of discomfort for him. That much is sure. So in the end, he does take down Gunpowder and gets the information he needs. That one, Soldier Boy, the story that they've been telling, that of how Soldier Boy died, was fake, and that they don't know what happened to him. All they do know is that Soldier Boy was in Nicaragua. Hopefully I said it correctly. I do apologize if I said it wrong. With his team and with the CIA. And with them, their handler, or the person they worked with, was Grace Mallory. The very same handler that Butcher had when he was taking down Soups. So there's that. So that, all in all, is a interesting experience or thing to find out. Now, let's get on to the bigger issue, or at least I guess the big bad, Homelander. So I wanted to save him for last because there is a lot to unpack with this character, and I think this is the episode where he finally snapped. So supposedly they set it up where it's his birthday, which, as he brings up, it's not actually his birthday. He doesn't even know his birthday. But he starts to slowly, I mean, I think everything that's been kind of building up is finally, reaching its crescendo with him losing it. And it starts off with him, meeting with Stormfront, who wants nothing to do with him. And during the day, he ends up trying to, or is supposed to save this girl who is about to commit suicide. But he finds out that she's Jewish. And not only that, around the same time he's supposed to be saving this girl, somebody on the news posted a breaking news bulletin on one of the big, monitor things that you would see in like cities, that apparently Stormfront committed suicide. This kind of sets him off in a rant where he talks about, there's no God. There's like when it comes down to it, he talks about how, Christmas or the birth of Christ was basically something set up by pagans, and this and that. He's not real. Or not like that he's real. Just the story of him, like how he came to be Homelander, was bullshit. That he was basically a test tube baby and this and that. And it gets to the point where literally he scares this poor girl to jump. And she does. And I gotta say, this is probably one of the most gruesome moments of the episode. And on top of it off, further through the day, we have Homelander trying to humiliate Starlight by having her sing, as well as having background dancers that are in a scantily clad version of her costume. She, of course, tells him no, but as he persists, Edgar, the head of VOT, tells him no, her ratings are better. If she doesn't want to sing, she doesn't have to sing. Sure enough, he can't do anything about that, considering his numbers are lower than hers. And to make matters worse, by the time everything happens, like for this quote-unquote birthday thing, he finally snaps. We have a moment where a guy kind of heckles Homelander, telling him, he's like, how do you feel that your Nazi died? and he loses it. Goes on a full rant about how, you know, the people in society need him. They don't deserve him, this and that he's a hero, that they're not heroes, this and that. And it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. I think that was like the moment where he finally snapped. Be like, no, I'm doing my own thing now. I'm not going to have you guys tell me what to do, this and that. So I have a feeling that as time progresses now, there's going to be a lot of issues. So, all in all, quite curious to see what happens, but we'll see. Anywho, I think I don't have anything else I need to mention. If you guys have anything you'd like to add, any thoughts on the episode, leave in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. Have a good one, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.